The best representation of child psychology in The Lost Child by MULK Raj Anand. The short story The Lost Child is written by MULK Raj Anand, who is an Indian writer. He was a distinguished writer, critic, editor, journalist, and political activist. He wrote novels, short stories, and critical essays in English. He is considered as one of the pioneers of Indo-Anglian fiction, and his work focused on the social realities of British India. His most notable novels are Untouchable, Coolie, Two Leaves and a Bud, etc. The present short story is the best example of child psychology. All the characters in the story are unnamed, but they symbolize the actual relationship between a child and the parents. At the beginning of the story, the writer describes the spring season. The people seem very happy in this season. Some people are walking on the road, some are riding on the horses, and some are sitting and being carried in bullock carts. This is the typical example of the atmosphere in the Indian villages. With all these villagers, a couple and their child are also walking on the road. The child seems very happy and energetic because children always love to go out with their parents, and they are very curious about everything happening around them. This child also is enjoying his day out with his parents. The parents are repeatedly asking the boy to walk with them so that he is not left behind, and the child is obediently following their orders, but he is also carried away by the distractions around him. While walking, the boy finds a toy shop, and he is fascinated by all the toys in the shop. He desires to possess all those toys, and he is continuously looking at them. For a moment, he forgets everything. Suddenly, he hears his parents' voice asking him to walk with them, but still he could not take his eyes off from those toys. Somewhere in the corner of his mind, he knows that if he asks his parents to buy a toy for him, they will coldly refuse. Still, he couldn't suppress his desire, and finally he says, "I want that toy." When the child asks for the toy, his father looks at him with anger, which the boy knows very well is a look of denial. But the boy's mother handles this situation very cleverly, as she knows exactly what to do in such situations. So she tries to distract him by saying, "Look, child, what is before you?" And the child easily gets distracted, because his mother shows him a beautiful flowering mustard field where there are dragonflies, bees, and butterflies. The boy tries to catch one of the butterflies, but suddenly his mother says, "Come, child, come on to the footpath." While walking on the footpath, the boy observes insects and worms along with the footpath. After a while, his parents decide to take rest in the shade of a grove, and they ask their child to come there. The child gets very happy to see all the trees, flowers, and birds there. After taking some rest, the parents start walking again on the footpath, which led to the fair through the mustard field. When they enter the fair, the boy gets very fascinated to see the world around him, At the entrance, he finds a small stall of sweets, which also included the child's favorite barfi. He murmurs slowly that he wants that barfi, but he knows his parents wouldn't buy that by saying that he is being greedy. So he continues to walk with them. Suddenly, the child finds a flower seller who is selling the garlands of gulmohar. The boy murmurs that he wants that garland, but again he knows that his parents will refuse to buy the garland by saying that they are cheap. So he moves on. While walking in the fair, the boy finds a balloon seller. The boy is carried away by all the beautiful colors of those balloons. But again, he knows that his parents will never buy him the balloons by saying that he is too old to play with them. So he keeps on walking. Beside the road, he sees a snake charmer who is playing a beautiful tune on his flute. The boy wants to hear that music, but he suddenly remembers that his parents have forbidden him to hear such music. There is also a roundabout in the fair. The boy watches it and imagines himself in that roundabout. After a while, the boy requests his parents to go on the roundabout, but he hears no reply from them. So he turns back to see his parents, but they are not there. He looks for them everywhere, but he is not able to find them. Finally, he gets tired and afraid, and then he starts crying and starts running everywhere and shouts, "Father, Mother." A man in the crowd hears him crying, and so he lifts the boy in his arms and asks, "How did you get here, child? Whose boy are you?" The boy only says, "I want my mother, I want my father." The man tries to console him by taking him to the roundabout and asks him whether he wants to ride the horse, but the boy shouts, "I want my mother, I want my father." So the man takes him towards the snake charmer and asks the boy to listen to the nice music, but the child does not show interest in that music and keeps on shouting, "I want my mother, I want my father." The man keeps trying to distract the boy to make him quiet. He offers him balloons, sweets, and gulmohar garland, but the boy seems uninterested in all of these things and just keeps sobbing, "I want my mother, I want my father." So, we can understand from this story that children get distracted very easily, and they want everything that looks beautiful and colorful, just like the boy in the story. Yet, nothing is more important for them than their parents.